That was fantastic.
Oh, that was great. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Yeah,
That was
that was
fun.
awesome. Always fun to hang out with you. I felt like I was really chatty today. I hope I didn't run over anyone.
No, man, it was good stuff from both of you guys.
All right, good.
I didn't feel run over. I
Good.
did not feel mansplained by either one of you.
Good.
I certainly wasn't going to try to man or parent-splain anybody in this episode.
Do your dogs get annoyed when you're on your phone or your laptop?
Mine
Tom?
does.
Sawyer
Your
does.
Yeah. Does he do the nose thing, like the flip up your hand? Does your dog do that?
Yeah. No, well, not so much the hand. He just kind of comes and like gets in my face. It's like, hey, pay attention to me. I'm your dog. Hey.
Our dog will come up and try to whack the phone out of your hand with her paw.
Yeah.
Which is no good on like a cement, backboard.
No, yeah, my dog does it with his nose. That's interesting. All right, well, I get a better
Yeah,
see
you got a
what,
book. But
Jason
thank
Howell
you
has
for being
prepared
on.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime. And
Until-
love to have you guys on too.
Tell everyone, especially Jason, we say hello.
Okay, I will, especially Jason.
He's special. Jason's very special.
He is.
He is.
Well,
All right, bye-bye.
All right, see ya.
Show titles?
Yes.
Show titles. Telling your kids about the birds and the bites.
birds and the bites, like bites? It's not bad.
BYTES. Not in my 127.0. You get it? Not in my house.
Mm.
Home. I guess it's home. Your home address. No, home network. Dad, can I have keys to the password manager?
There's some good ones today.
I like this one. Parenting tech, the true boss level.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good too.
Baby, you got a stew going.
Jesus.
I actually like, if they can combine a pressure cooker with a convection oven,
Yeah.
that is the epitome.
Then
that
I'll
will be.
learn to cook. No more excuses. I'll cook then.
I mean, I can learn how to cook. I just hate cleaning.
I know how to cook. It's not that hard. It takes time to learn, though. That was the thing when I knew how to kind of cook, but when I got serious about it is when I was like, oh, it takes repetition. Like you have to do it a lot. That's the thing to really get the nuance stuff.
My
And
wife-
even then, I'm not claiming I'm like a chef or like I'm not close to Kim's level or anything like that. But I'm like I can make more than one dish now. I can even make up dishes on the spot based on ingredients, which I could never do before.
This is my problem with Kim is I just feel like a complete idiot.
Right? Yeah. No, I know. You're like living with the master there.
Just bad.
And Eileen's way better than me too. The difference is she doesn't have time to cook these days, right? So, I don't have to compare myself when she does something better.
I like that you're doing that. I want to do more of that. When you were here and talking about that, it made me wish I was better at that.
Yeah, and stuff like salads is a really easy way to get started too, because it's less complex. It's mostly chopping.
Coming from an Asian background, I've pretty much learned how to. My starch is my rice, and then everything else just goes on top of it.
Yeah. That's the way I used to eat in like college. It's rice or noodles and then pour stuff on top.
Taco Bell taught me that just all I need is 7 ingredients and mush them up in some configuration, and I'm good.
I go by basically vegetable, protein, and starch.
All right, we need a title.
So let's go with
like-
parenting tech, the true boss level.
True boss
like
level. Okay,
Not bad.
done. Honorable mentions for the birds and the bites, and of course not in my 127.0.0.1.
And I really like can I have the keys to the router or whatever that one was?
Yeah. No,
Password
you guys had
manager.
great ones in there today. That was awesome.
I'll have a question for you, Scott, after
Oh, okay.
real quick.
No worries.
Nothing too
Oh,
long.
something funny happened with today's topic. I was like, I'm in the middle of this book thing, and it's all about this sort of stuff. And I had this overwhelming feeling to just throw it all out at once, almost like a data dump. You can't talk like that. You have to I think I got okay later, but at the beginning I was like, there's like 20 things I want
You
to say.
got too much in your head. Yeah.
So prepared to just like wing this, and I had to find my brain, and Megan helped me do that, and then it went fine. But
Yeah,
think-
no, it was good.
One of the big takeaways is really like everyone's different. There isn't a one size fits all rule, even for a particular age group.
yeah,
Because when they have a personality, and you have to work with that.
Yeah. Plus, it's different between each kid. Like my 3 kids could not be more different than each other.
Oh, do we need to tell people about the time for tomorrow's show?
I just told BioCow in the chat room, 10 a.m. Pacific, so 1 p.m. Eastern.
BioCow.
I want beef for lunch and dinner. I'm so upset. I went to Costco to buy sandwich meat, and they have really good sandwich meat, the Kirkland brand. And I thought I grabbed a turkey for my wife, but then I grabbed what I thought was roast beef, but it was another turkey. I was like, I mean, I like turkey. It's just like I wanted roast beef, so gotta get all this turkey first.
Mix it up, man.
Let's see. What's on my shopping list? I'm going to go to the grocery store after the show. And I'm just, because I never buy sandwich meat. I never buy bread. Pepperoni, yogurt, granola, vitamins, berries, meatballs, mouthwash, stamps, smoked salmon, sausages, Scandinavian bread, and Tilex.
Wait.
I'm trying to think of all the dishes if you could combine those various elements.
Tom, you brought up the rear with Tilex and it made my day.
Yeah. That's why shopping lists are so fun, because there's always a couple of random elements that just...
Do not eat all those at once, folks.
Yeah.
Bad move.
And the Tilex has been on there for a couple of weeks because Ralph's doesn't carry Tilex for whatever stupid reason. So I have to go to like CVS or someplace to get it.
What do you do with the pepperoni? Is that like a
I use that to rub the Tilex into... we actually eat it as a snack sometimes, but I also will put it on salads.
What's Tilex?
It's like a
it says spray for cleaning.
Okay, no, that's what I thought. So
yeah.
You get the pepperoni, see, and written Tilex.
Now, see, and what's not on here is I'll often, because I've gotten to the point where I can do this now, I'll just buy ground beef or pork chops, and as long as I've got some garlic, some lemon, some panko breading in the house, I can do something with them. If I buy ground beef, I'll often buy like mushrooms or onions to throw in with that. And then I just buy salad stuff. I'll buy lettuce or spinach and a bunch of vegetables. And
yeah, so you know what complements things. That's good, I think.
And I didn't like a year ago. This is all new.
That's the thing I feel like Kim's real good at, and I have no sense of that. And it probably just means I need to do it more. But I would never, like, if I'm like, I'm in the mood for ground beef, I would not know what else to get.
Yeah, and that's the way I used to be. I would never buy that stuff. I'd just go buy something frozen that was already pre-prepared. And I do that with meatballs. Like, when I started, like, okay, I'm gonna learn to be a better cook. I'm gonna make everything. So I'm not gonna buy meatballs. I'm gonna make meatballs. And there are things now that I like. You know what? It's not worth the effort. It really doesn't save you that much money, and the meatballs I make aren't that much better, so just get the frozen meatballs. But meatloaf, stuff like that, sure, I'll make that. Pork chops, yeah, definitely.
I used to make loaves of meat.
Meatloaf is good. I got an Epicurious recipe that has bacon in it.
See, I try to limit my meat intake and incorporate more vegetables just because of my gout.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I try to go half vegetables and then quarter protein, quarter whole grains is my target. And not every meal is strictly that, but that's kind of what I try to keep in mind.
My sister-in-law made us a lasagna that had, I don't know where she got the recipe, but it had ground turkey instead of beef in it, and lots of tomato sauce and cheeses and stuff. But the instead of having layers of big pasta ribbon things, it was a certain kind of tortilla, and no one told me this when I went to eat it. And I thought it was utterly fantastic, like one of the best lasagnas I've ever had. And they're like, yeah, and that stuff's like a tortilla in there. It was so weird and good that I kind of don't care if I ever have the old way again. It was so good.
Interesting. See, Eileen loves beef so much. I've tried to fool her a couple of times with things. She's like, this isn't ground beef. And I'm just like, fine, okay. All right, I tried putting vegetables in with like spaghetti sauce. She's like, why are there vegetables in this spaghetti sauce?
I weaned myself off red meat like a bunch of years ago just because at the time every time I ate it I felt heavy.
Yeah.
Like I just felt like
That's like a good reason. That's a good reason to avoid it.
Well, it's weird because after around the age of 25, your body goes through a bunch of changes. You don't burn as much. off. It felt like I was wearing a cow instead of eating it. So,
Not a good feeling.
no, it is. You just feel, especially during the summer, even in San Francisco, when you get the 1 or 2 weeks that are like over 90, you're like, oh.
Yeah. 103 today. It's hot here.
Have you? Oh, I wonder if be a good place to make a solar oven.
Yeah, might be. I don't know. In the winter though, things get weird.
You can do some sun tea.
Ah.
My mom used to do the sun tea all the time.
Yeah. Well, what's that? What is sun tea?
It's tea that you put in a jar and you set out on the back porch when it's hot in the sun.
Instead of brewing it on the stovetop, you let the sun do it.
Oh, weird. We used to do raisins that way.
Yeah.
Same thing, right? Like, make
it was a little bit of a gimmick. I never found that the tea tasted appreciably better than just regular made.
Well, I mean, if you like, was she using like loose tea leaves or is she using bags of Lipton?
She's probably using bags of Lipton. I don't really remember.
How do you know some fly didn't have babies in it or something?
No, it's got a cover on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so bugs wouldn't get into it.
But that's where the protein comes in, Scott.
They say insects are the more sustainable protein.
That's why they invented Arnold Palmer's, because when you put the lemonade, the citric acid kills all that stuff in the water.
All the bugs. Yeah, that's why they also.
That's not why they invented it, is it?
No.
Okay. All right.
I like the indignation in that.
You are disrespecting the memory of Arnold Palmer, the inventor of the Arnold Palmer. I never know with you, Roger Chang. I know sometimes you've got these inside knowledge.
Well, that's the whole point. They keep people on their toes.
Keep jumping.
Let me see. It's just some calendar stuff, Scott. More specifically, the one date I asked you about.
I'm almost done here. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me test this. Make sure I didn't do it wrong.
Muting.
Daily Tech News Show, Daily Time. Boy, I say the name of the show a lot, apparently.
Do you?
Scrubbing through here, yeah.
That's fine.
Someone says that Arnold Palmer is dead.
He's not dead. He's living.
No, I didn't say he was dead.
You just said the memory of. I don't think it means he was dead.
Well, I know that sort of implies he was dead. That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
You can have a memory of someone who's still alive. I remember Roger. He's right here in front of you.
It's like when I go to Eileen and I give her my condolences.
The best thing ever was when Roger looked at our dog Django and said, 4 drumsticks.
Yeah, she doesn't fit in the oven anymore, so
no.
Probably wouldn't be so good. Sawyer on the other, but
too scrawny.
That stringy meat, like really ropey because it's throws it around.